Anyone who watches this entire video will never face any speed-related issues with Fitgirl. I have explained many important points in this video, so you need to keep watching along with me. Please watch the video until the very end. First of all, before starting the installation, you need to check your files. You should know how to check them properly. I have already covered that in a previous video. After that, keep your setup file inside a zip file. Sometimes these files get corrupted, which later causes speed issues and can make your game get stuck. Next, keep your antivirus or Windows Defender turned off. Leave it off until you finish installing and running the game, because whenever you turn on your computer, it may delete the game files. Following this, there is a connected step. Keep your UAC level, user account control, low, or just 1 point above the lowest. Also, do not install the game on the same drive where the game files are stored. For example, if your game files are on the C drive, try to install the game on the D drive. Installing everything on the same drive puts a lot of load on it. SSDs can handle this load better, but HDDs often overheat, which leads to slow speeds and can even damage the drive's health. After that, when you start the game installation, do not use your PC for anything else. Leave it alone until the installation is completely finished. Now, let's start with the settings. First, go to the properties of the setup file of the game you want to install. Then, go to the compatibility tab and select Windows 7, no matter which Windows version you have, 7, 8, 8.1, 10, or 11. Below that, check the option Run this program as an administrator. There is also an option for Change High DPI settings. In that section, select the application from the bottom option, click OK, and then Apply. Next, go to the Security tab, click Edit, and grant full control to all the users listed there. This step is not mandatory. If you don't see this tab, you can skip it without any problem. After that, open the setup, because all these settings are now complete. In today's newer games, you will find a RAM limiter option. If you have 8 GB of RAM and 8 threads in your processor, you can uncheck this RAM limiter. Then keep clicking Next. When it asks which drive to install the game on, make sure that if the game requires 60 GB, you have an extra 10-20 GB of free space available on that drive. For larger games like GTA 5, keep a margin of about 20 to 30 GB of extra space. If you have an SSD, try to install the game on the SSD. This will give you a much better installation speed for the repack. Now comes the last important step before you start the installation. Check below if your game comes with any language pack. Some games are not originally in English, so they provide an English language pack. You must download that along with the game parts. When you reach the installation screen, it is usually checked by default. Make sure it remains checked. If you uncheck it, you may face errors later. Also, if there are any texture packs, especially for older games, make sure those are checked as well. A little further down, you will see DirectX and Visual C++ components. These are necessary to run the game and are checked by default. However, leave them checked only if needed. If you leave them checked, the setup may later ask for an internet connection. So uncheck all 3 of them, just as I am doing in this video, because these components are often already updated on most PCs.